Hello everyone, this is John Hubickey with HubuMedia.com on Memorial Day 2011, and I am here to just give you a brief description of what the cloud is. A lot of people are now talking about the cloud, and I'm trying to get an understanding of what it is. It's not this big mysterious thing that lives up in the sky. Basically, what the cloud is hosted application and hosted files online. So basically, you're taking stuff that you would normally keep on your hard drive locally in your house and pushing it up to the web, whether it's photos with, say, using a service like Picasa or Flickr or anything like that. You're taking all those photos and you're putting them up to the web. Um, it could be other services for online backup, which is a very important thing to do, which something like Carbonite. There's also another one called Mosey, I believe, and we'll put links to all of these. Some of the main services in the article and in the show notes for this little video. So what you're doing is you're taking all your data, you're pushing it up there, and a lot of people wonder, do I want all of my data up in the cloud? Well, most of these things usually are pretty safe and secure. But then you depends on your level of paranoia. You can, if you're somebody who doesn't mind just putting everything out there, it doesn't matter. You can go ahead and put stuff up on Flickr for everyone to see all your photos. Obviously, Facebook is there as well. But when we're talking about cloud services, you're sort of talking more along the lines of that task is now finished. You're talking more along the lines of um, sort of like a local drive that's based up on servers on the internet. Some good examples of this are Microsoft Live services. They give you 25 gigabytes of space for free, which is really nice. Google also provides you with space. I use Google Picasa myself, and I have 80 gigabytes of file storage up on Google. I can use those for Google Docs, Picasa web photos, pretty much anything. I mean, you can store a lot of your own data up there, so just you can get it. Now, the good thing about the cloud services is you can get to it from anywhere. You're not at your home computer. You need to get a document or send somebody something, you can do that. One of the other services is MobileMe, which is for the Mac. I am a subscriber to MobileMe. It's very well integrated, whether it's calendar or your contacts, or everything is linked up and in one spot. Now, one of the new services that is going to probably crop up this year, Apple's coming out. They bought the domain iCloud.com. This is going to be a really interesting new opportunity for Apple. What services will they provide that are going to be integrated directly into the Mac? Now, for PC, you're going to have the same thing with Windows Live services. And from what I understand, Microsoft in Windows 8, which is going to be coming out, I think, next year, a lot of their cloud services are going to be integrated directly into the operating system. So you're going to be seeing a lot of taking everything locally and beaming it up to the web. Now, bandwidth is important for this. You're going to have at least cable modem, Verizon, Fios. You're going to have at least high bandwidth services in order to do that. So you're going to see a lot about cloud services more and more. It's pretty much all you're going to see. You're going to see it being built into the operating systems, beaming all your stuff up to the internet, up to the web. One thing you want to make sure you do, regardless of saying, oh, I have everything up on the web. Well, I don't need to worry about backing this up. That's not true. You've seen things happen lately in the news. As an example, the PlayStation Network's been down for 3 weeks or a month or something like that. You couldn't get to your stuff. Now that is a cloud-based service for a gaming console. So one thing I recommend is always have a backup of your stuff, regardless of whether you keep everything on the cloud or not. Have a backup locally. Hard drives are cheap. Go out, today and buy yourself a 2 terabyte external drive. Probably won't cost you, probably cost like $100, maybe $120 at the most. They're having a lot of sales today on Memorial Day, so always back up your stuff. You got your stuff locally, back it up onto a secondary drive. If you really want to not worry about your stuff ever, get a third drive, get two of them, plug two drives in. You can get some great backup software on the Mac. Mac uses Time Machine, or you can use Carbon Copy Cloner, and on the PC there's a Acronis True Image. So while the cloud is great, just make sure you take care of your own stuff, back it up, take the time to do that. We'll list some of these cloud services in this article, ones that are free, ones that are paid, and you can go check them out yourself. So anyway, that's my little spiel on what the cloud is. You're going to see more of it and more of it, and sooner or later you're probably not going to be hosting anything locally. It's going to be all up on somebody's server somewhere. But just remember, it is your data, and you want to keep your data safe. So this is John Hubickey for HubuMedia.com on Memorial Day 2011, and I hope you have a great weekend.